Hi there, this is Sonal here, and in this video I want to introduce you to a Japanese self-help technique called Jin Shin Jyutsu. Now this technique is based on the concept of energy meridians that run through our bodies. Energy meridians are nothing but channels of energy that course through our body just like blood vessels. When there are blockages in these energy meridians, it can lead to distress and physical discomfort and maybe even diseases. So this technique called Jin Shin Jyutsu is one way to quickly unblock such energy blockages. What impressed me about this technique was two things. The first one was how noticeable the results are. As soon as you apply this technique, you're going to notice a sigh of relief, you're going to feel your body relax overall, and your stress level will come down as well. The second thing that impressed me about this technique was how quickly it works. You notice the effects almost immediately. So without further ado, let's do an application of this technique. What I'm going to show you here is just a basic application of it, and there's tons you can learn about this technique, but then if you're totally new to this technique, this is one way to get started. So now a lot of these energy meridians that I spoke about run through our fingers, run through our hands, and holding on to these to our fingers for a certain amount of time helps stimulate the flow of that energy and unblock those energy blocks. So we begin with the thumb. Either hand is fine. You can hold the thumb of either hand, whichever suits you, and hold your thumb in this way. Just grasp it, like not too lightly and not too tightly, but just grasp it with enough pressure so that you can feel it in both the hands. And how long to hold it onto? What I do is when I hold on to my fingers, I just wait for the first few sighs of relief, that is spontaneous exhales. Like when you hold on to your finger, you may notice a spontaneous sigh come over you. And if that doesn't happen, you can still just hold on to it for a few breaths, say 3 breaths, and then before moving on to your next finger. Another way, when you have more time on your hands, is to just hold the finger until you start feeling a pulsating sensation somewhere in your finger, and that pulsating sensation will spread throughout the finger. So that was a spontaneous sigh, but that may not happen always, and that may not happen in everybody's case, but that is one thing to look out for before moving on to the next finger. So the thumb is usually used for for worrisome thoughts, for when you're stressed, you're tense about a situation. That is when holding the thumb will bring you relief. And you can definitely hold the thumb when you're not feeling as stressed either. It's all going to help. It's all going to work. Second is the index finger. Hold on to your index finger in this way. The index finger works to dispel fear and any kind of thoughts of that you're depressed about, fear, depression, and emotions like that. Once again, you can hold it for a few breaths, or you can hold it until you start feeling a pulsating sensation, or you can hold it until you have experienced a few spontaneous sighs of relief. Then you move on to the middle finger, which is said to relieve anger and frustration. So say you're in an office meeting and you are frustrated with the way things are going, or you're feeling angry for any reason. You can just maybe hold your hands on the table and hold on to your middle finger. So the middle finger, this is for anger and frustration. Your ring finger, again, hold on to it. This is to get relief from sadness and grief. and your pinky finger, your little finger, gets you relief from any kind of nervousness. If you're feeling unsure of yourself, if you're having difficulty trusting your abilities, any self-esteem issues, you can hold on to this, and you should start to feel good pretty quickly. Now there is one more point, that is the middle of your palm, the bottom of your palm, which you can touch with your other hand. And that's also going to bring you overall relief. Now you could repeat on the other hand, which I do sometimes, but usually you will find that this much of finger pressing is enough to see a noticeable difference, to see and feel a noticeable difference in your energy system. So this was a quick round of Jin Shin Jyutsu, and you can use it at any time during the day, or maybe while falling asleep at night, for an overall feeling of calm and stress relief. If you would like to get rid of any specific emotions and specific upsets, emotional upsets, such as, say, if you had a spat with a co-worker earlier today, and that's been upsetting you, what I would recommend in that case is a technique called emotional freedom technique, or tapping. That is something similar to this, although we use the fingertips to tap on certain points on the body, which again stimulates energy meridians and helps you get rid of very pinpointed, exact emotional upsets. So that's all for today. Please let me know in the comments if you like this, and I invite you to check out emotional freedom technique, or tapping, on my website tap-easy.com. The link will be given below, and I hope to see you there.